Yo, what is going on YouTube? In today's video, we will be checking out what is better, high versus low sense. Now, some people would debate that a higher sense is better for building, but I would debate that a lower sense might be better for everything. So let's get right on into the video and find out what's actually better. Obviously, at the end of the day, settings are personal preference. If you like a high sense, that's cool. If you like a low sense, that's also cool. But I'm just going to show you like what I think is actually truly better. So yeah, let's get right on into it. So to me, a low sense would probably be anywhere in the 30s to 40s. 42 is pretty low, but right now 40 seems to be perfect. Other than that, if you want to play high sense, that would be anywhere from 45 to, above and beyond. I wouldn't go much more than 60 though. That's kind of crazy, especially on linear. So yeah. Pretty smooth. That's on the low sense, as I showed you guys before. That's on, let's check right now, this sense. I am using a 10-10 dead zone just to make it more, smooth on this low of a sense. So yeah. Okay, so let's go. After that, we just tried the low sense. Let's go to a high sense. So let's try 50-50. I'd consider that pretty high. I don't know about you guys, but to me, that's kind of high. So let's try that. Oh yeah, I can barely even build on this. Not bad. So I mean, I do find myself messing up some edits on the higher sense. So yeah, I'd say I am better on a lower sense for building. That could just be me. Wow, that was actually just on the low sense. What the heck? So there's a few other things I want to touch on. So if you guys do happen to want to stay on this low sense of 40 or below, I would suggest bumping your dead zone up to around 10. It will help you just stay more steady. So you could go low. You could go to 6 on a slower sense and it might help you hit more shots. But that's up to you. If you get drift, I would bump it up to 10 just like I have it right now. Now we're going to test aim. So with aim, you have to be on usually a good aim sense. So let's go over that. So 11 and 12 is what I'm on right now. Seems to be good for me. So let's test it out. So as you can see, I am hitting the majority of my shots. But if I lower the ADS sense, not the advanced look sense, but just the ADS sense, these two here, to around 7-7, you can see that we're tracking this object a lot better. So, much more steady. Wow, triple headshot right there. Oh my god. So you could see there that lowering that sense is crucial to having better aim. Let's go over now when you're box fighting or in the box. Do you want to be on a higher or lower sense? And I'm going to explain that right now. Okay, so on 40-40, you can see here, let me get my pump out, that if I'm doing regular edits, 185, so max, and then, that's like the perfect sense. I've, used this sense for a while, so 40-40 is really good. Anywhere in this area is very good. Now, if we bump it up to around 51 or 50, which is high, like, I really don't like this sense, but you can see I'm way more choppy. I did hit max damage, but I'm just, like, all over the place. My sense doesn't feel good at all. Depending on your controller, a sense may feel higher or slower. Also, I use control freaks. This makes the sensitivity much slower. So obviously in close quarters, I would suggest being on a low sense. 50-50 would not be that sense you would want to be on. Anywhere from 40 or below 36 is very good. You could see here that, you know, slow, but you're hitting a lot of shots. Oh, I'm getting aim assist on this, but yeah, I would suggest anywhere from 36 to 40 if you are playing box fights or any close range kind of thing. But 40 is just the perfect middle ground. I suggest this sense highly. Dead zones, yeah, 10-10 works. Anything above that is very slow. Anything below that is quick. So yeah, obviously the left stick, you usually want it higher, but I'm just have it 10-10 for right now. But if I was on, you know, 6, I'd leave it at 10 or even 11. It's a good, you know, sense anywhere around that. So if you prefer lower dead zone, you might see yourself getting stick drift, and if you get stick drift, just up your dead zone by 1, you know, and you might get rid of that. So now I'm going to show you guys 2 controller players. One uses a low sense and one uses a high sense, and you tell me what one you think is better. And honestly, I would say the low sense looks much smoother, but the higher sense player just looks much more cracked at the game. So I don't know, it's up to you guys. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and let's see. And for most pro players, they usually generally for build and edit mode stay between 2.0 to 2.3. If you want to keep your edit mode faster, then you would do this. You would usually keep your build mode 2 lower than your edit mode. That's a good tip. Also, one thing to consider, high sense players have more aim assist just because that's how it's been. If you have a high sense, it's going to give you more aim assist. If you're on a low sense, you're not going to get as much aim assist, but you're going to get you're going to hit more shots just because the sense is slower in general. So all in all, if you're playing on controller and you're debating if you should play on a high or a low sense, I recommend just choosing a good middle ground. So in the 40s is perfect, you know, anywhere from 40 to 46 is perfect. So just use that sense. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'm out for the next.